ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Miss Brianne, and welcome to the Preschool Story Hour. And this is the afternoon storytime session where you join us at the Westhampton Free Virtual Library to listen to some cool stories and do some fun activities and sing songs and tell rhymes. It's all fun, right? Now, as I've always mentioned, we always have a different theme each month. And our last month, our theme was winter holidays. Now, I know we are currently still in winter, but we are in the very tail end of winter. And in a couple of weeks, we're going to be celebrating another season. So I thought you're probably getting sick and tired of all this winter stuff and you want some warm weather, right? Well, we can pretend it's warm weather if it's not warm weather already. So we are focusing on the beginning of spring. That's our focus for this month. With a little bit of a sidetrack to St. Patrick's Day, which we will talk more about next week. But we're going to read about some cool spring stuff. But first, before we do that, we're going to sing our welcome song. And this is The More We Get Together. So please follow along on your song sheets. Are we ready? Okay, here we go. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Everybody! The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Okay, good job, boys and girls. Now, as I just mentioned, in a couple of weeks, we're going to be celebrating the season of spring. So what do you think about when you think of spring? Well, we could think of a variety of things when we think of spring. We think about flowers, right? And warm weather, sunshine, birds, bees. Did we say pretty flowers? Green grass, and sometimes even rain. Because even though spring is nice, it can get a little rainy from time to time. Sometimes the weather can't make up its mind. Now we're going to read a bit about spring. And our book that we're going to be reading for the whole month of March is In Like a Lion, Out Like a Lamb. And we got two other spring books here, and then it's spring and spring things. We'll be reading spring things today. And plus we have our St. Patrick's Day book, The Old Lady Who Swallowed a Clover. There was an old lady who swallowed a clover. And that will be read to you guys next week. Looking forward to it. So we are going to move along to our first book. But before we do that, we are going to sing our spring song. Now, just so you know, all the spring songs that you will hear today is from the website Teaching Mama. So if you're interested in this song as well as other songs about spring, please click on the link in this video description. But spring song, and you always know the drill, I sing along first, and then all you boys and girls out there can join me the second time. But spring song goes a little something like this. The sun is shining bright, the sun is shining bright. Oh, how I love the warmth, the sun is shining bright. The rain is falling down, the rain is falling down. Oh, how I love the sound, the rain is falling down. The flowers start to bloom, the flowers start to bloom. Oh, how I love the sight, the flowers start to bloom. Everybody, The sun is shining bright. The sun is shining bright. Oh, how I love the warmth. The sun is shining bright. The rain is falling down. The rain is falling down. Oh, how I love the sound. The rain is falling down. The flowers start to bloom. The flowers start to bloom. Oh, how I love the sight. The flowers start to bloom. All right, good job, boys and girls. So I'm just going to get ready. And I think I'm going to zoom in a little bit because we're going to do something a little bit different. So let's see if you can see me. All right, let's inch up a little bit. All right, there we go. So, I'm going to read our first book to you. It is called In Like a Lion, Out Like a Lamb. So, In Like a Lion, Out Like a Lamb. The author is Marion Dane Bauer. Now, as I told you before, the author is the person who writes the words to the story. The illustrator is Emily Arnold McCully. And the illustrator is the person who draws the pictures of the story. And the publisher is Holiday House. Now, the publisher is that company that puts the books into print and sends it to all the bookstores to sell. Now, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm not going to be reading and showing you the pictures. But you'll see what I do. Are we ready? Here we go. March comes in like a roar. He rattles your windows and scratches at your door. He turns snow to mud, then tromps across your floor. March comes March comes So March comes with winter clinging to his tail. He scatters sleet and sometimes even hail. What were you expecting? He snickers. Reach for your Snickers. Uh-oh. March comes in with a pounce and a growl. Just step outside and hear him howl. If you howl back, will he go away? Not very likely. This lion means to stay. And stay. And stay. Uh-oh. Then, one soft morning, wind gives way to breeze. Buds pop out of trees. The air is full of chickadees and bumblebees. Looks like spring is approaching. And the lion takes a whiff and a sniff. And lets out an enormous sneeze. And guess who comes riding in, gliding in, striding in on that achoo! So, where will the March lion go? Will he wander to and fro, defeated and lost, predicting frost? Or will he sulk through the greening grass, eyes scheming, teeth gleaming, waiting for that lamb to pass? No, never. This fellow is much too clever. He finds himself a sunny spot. He stretches, yawns, and curls into a knot. And that rumbling noise you hear? Never fear. This lion is done with roaring, and now he's snoring. At least until next year. Ooh, let's see what happens. Today the lamb is in charge of grass and flowers, sunshine and showers, of babies small and large. Come, all you babies, just hear March sing. Bah! She says, bah! And bah! Again. It's spring. And that is the end of the story. What did you think? Was that fun? Would you like to see some more story times like that in the future? Well, I hope to do some more story times like that in the future. But so we're just going to put everything to the side right now, and I'm going to zoom back out. All right, so that was our first song. I hope you enjoyed that, boys and girls. Like I said, let me know if you want to see some more story times like that in the future. I'm going to do my best to do stuff like this in the future. But following along, let's move on to our next song. We have a song called The Beehive. Now follow along with our B in our song sheet. Are we ready? Here we go. Here is Beehive. Actually, we're not singing this. We're going to do a little rhyme. Here is Beehive. Where are the bees? Hidden away where nobody sees. Watch as they fly out of their hive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bzzz. is a beehive. Where are the bees? Hidden away where nobody sees. Watch as they fly out of their hive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bzzz. They're alive! All right, good job, boys and girls. All right, so we're going to go on to our next story in a minute, but before we do that, we're going to do another little rhyme. It's now a song, and this one is called Kites. So, we ready? All right, here we go. One little kite up in the blue, another came along, then there were 2. 2 little kites over the tree, along came another, then there were 3. 3 little kites, watch them soar, along came another, then there were 4. 4 little kites, they act so alive, next came the last one, and then there were 5. All right, everybody join me. Are we ready? Here we go. One little kite up in the blue, along came another, then there were 2. 2 little kites over the tree, along came another, then there were 3. 3 little kites, watch them soar, along came another, then there were 4. 4 little kites, they act so alive, next came the last one, and then there were 5. All right, good job, boys and girls. Now let's introduce our next story. And this story is called Spring Things. So you get to see everything that happens in spring. Spring Things. The author is Bob Raska. The illustrator is Judy Steed. And the publisher is Albert Whitman and Company. So, we ready? All right, here we go. Melting. Dripping. Cold grip slipping. Look at that. It looks like everything's warming up. Exciting, huh? Sunning. Warming. Thunderstorming. As I said before, spring, the weather in spring is confusing. One day it's all nice and sunny and warm, and then the next you have like big rain and thunderstorms, huh? Budding, sprouting. Uh-oh, it looks, well, cool. It looks like flowers are starting to grow. Trees leaf outing. Oh, the leaves start to grow on the trees again in spring. And it provides nice shade, doesn't it? Throwing. Catching. Babies hatching. Oh, look at all those baby birds. Hopping. Skipping. Do you go out to play more in the spring, boys and girls? Probably so, right? Because the weather is warmer. Kite string gripping. Oh, look at that. Flying a kite, huh? Who's done kite flying before? Biking. blading, lemonading. Hoeing, sewing. Oh, who plants gardens in the spring? Do you boys and girls have gardens, or do your parents have gardens, or grandparents? You know, when I was your age, my grandfather had a garden. Sometimes we'd help him pick like the radishes and the carrots from the garden. It was so cool. Mowers mowing. Buzzing, humming. Summer's coming. Now this happens more at the end of the year when school is done for the year, huh? And everybody gets their swimming pools ready. Spring. All right, that is the end of the story. Now, just take a minute to think about all the nice things that you saw during that spring story. All right, I hope you learned a little bit about spring, and I hope you enjoyed the 2 stories I read to you today. So we're going to have some time to color in our coloring page. Does that sound like fun? So you should have gotten this coloring page in the email I sent to you if you registered for the program. And this coloring page is from a website called Clip Art Library. So if you're interested in this coloring page as well as others, please click on the link in this video description. But we're going to have some time to color in the coloring page. Are you ready? All right, here we go. And as always, if you need more time, when I move on, you can always pause this video to finish. That is not an issue. It's all pre-recorded, so there's nothing to worry about. But I hope you're having a good time so far. And just keep going, boys and girls. You are all doing a good job. So is your day going okay, boys and girls? I hope you're having fun in this nice, well, hopefully nice weather. I bet you boys and girls are probably getting sick of the cold, right? Well, warmer weather's coming soon. Don't you worry about that. So here's how mine looks so far. I hope some of you boys and girls may be further along than I am. But in any event, I'm going to give you about 3 more minutes on this, okay? So keep going, boys and girls. Alright, so we're going to stop what we're doing right now. Here's where I got to so far. Some of you boys and girls may have gotten further along than I have, but in any event, if you need more time, please feel free to pause this video in order to finish. Alright? But anyway, now that we took some time coloring, we're going to do another song. And this one's called Plants, which are very common in spring. So are we ready? And it's going to be a long one, so just listen to me first and then you can join me the second time around, alright? Are we ready? Here we go. The farmer plants the seeds, the farmer plants the seeds. Hi, ho, and cheerio, the farmer plants the seeds. The rain begins to fall, the rain begins to fall. Hi, ho, and cheerio, the rain begins to fall. The sun begins to shine, the sun begins to shine. Hi, ho, and cheerio, the sun begins to shine. The plants start to grow, the plants start to grow. Hi, ho, and cheerio, the plants start to grow. The buds all open up, the buds all open up. Hi, ho, and cheerio, the buds all open up. The flowers smile at me, the flowers smile at me. Hi, ho, and cheerio, the flowers smile at me. Everybody! The farmer plants the seeds, the farmer plants the seeds. Hi, ho, and cheerio, the farmer plants the seeds. The rain begins to fall, the rain begins to fall. Hi, ho, and cheerio, the rain begins to fall. The sun begins to shine, the sun begins to shine. Hi, ho, and cheerio, the sun begins to shine. The plants begin to grow, the plants begin to grow. Hi, ho, and cheerio, the plants begin to grow. The buds all open up, the buds all open up. Hi, ho, and cheerio, the buds will open up. Flowers smile at me, the flowers smile at me. Hi, ho, and cheerio, the flowers smile at me. All right, good job, boys and girls. I hope you had fun today, learning about spring and seeing all the great things about spring. I certainly did have fun, but sadly, it's time to say goodbye until next week. But like I said, next week we'll have another story time and some more fun. Does that sound awesome? But until then, we're going to wrap up with our goodbye song, so follow along on our song sheet. It goes something like this. Hands go up, hands go down. I can turn round and round. I can jump upon two shoes. I can clap and so can you. I can wave, I'll show you how. Story time is done for now. Everybody! Hands go up, hands go down. I can turn round and round. I can jump upon two shoes. I can clap and so can you. I can wave, I'll show you how. Story time is done for now. Thank you so much for joining me, boys and girls. You have a great day, okay? I'll see you next time.